How's it going, bros? My name is Divik, and welcome back to another episode of Paleo News. Oh man, we got a short one, another short one today, but we have a lot to go through, even so. So let's just get right into it. So, if you've been paying attention to lately, you probably know about this already. But if you're just tuning in, or if you don't have X, the Evo Megaloceros has been completed again. Dark Edge TV and Loki were the ones that originally worked on it, but Dark Edge went back and redid Megaloceros from scratch entirely, and look at how great it looks. Debs, and myself included, is very proud of what the team accomplishes every day and how we want to make sure that what we put out is the best possible version for us and yourselves to enjoy the game. We spare no expense. Hey, the plan for Megaloceros is potentially Ragnarok or soon afterwards, along with some quality of life improvements to its movement and attacks / abilities. And females won't have giant holes in their heads from not having antlers either. Hammond laugh. And here it also is the comparison between the version 1 from 2023, which is the reason that Becca and Loki were brought onto the team in the first place. So just going back to the Evo Megaloceros model, just for a second, as in the new one, I'm loving the antler details, just the little fuzz that's on the body right here. You can kind of see it better on the second image, the up close shot. And I genuinely enjoy the ear shape and just the antlers and whatnot. And if you're curious as to what the female would look like, just picture the antlers not being there, and then that's the female. Now, obviously, this is not the final product. They still need to put the fur on it, but this is really good. Becca actually cooked with this, like looking at both, and I actually saw a part of the stream where she was working on the toes, the hooves, I believe they call it. And I remember watching and thinking, oh my goodness, I came in like right when she was working on that, and man, oh man, it's really good. But seriously, Dark Edge really cooked with this, and even the previous one, while it is not up to the same snuff, it is still really good. The 2023 model, and looking at that one now, and especially in comparison to the new one now, just the upgraded textures, especially on the body, are just really good. And I like doing like paleo news like this, where I get to like use my graphic design knowledge, which is more by the way, it's more done by hand rather than with model making and whatnot. But I will say I do really like it. And one thing I like on the newer one too is that if you look at the base of the antlers here, there's these ridges and like grooves, and I don't know what to really call them, but I guess grooves like right at the base that look really good. And I can tell that there's still some stuff that needs doing, especially like the fur cards for sure. And then like how much fur goes in this spot or that spot. And if you look at the one in normal game, then you have a general idea on where the fur will go. But I think too, the team will probably have a little bit of fun with it on what goes where, and then it will look a lot natural, I think. So yeah, that's the moose. What do you guys think? I spent a good 4 minutes on it, but let me know what you guys think of the moose in the comment section below. And yeah, let's move on to the next thing, and also why I wanted to do a paleo news now, because this is actually important, and some of you guys have actually been asking me this, and I've said no, but we have an elongated answer for this now. So we have the question: will Paleo Ark ever become official content? Addressing this question, and this is a repost. So I am seeing this question pop up a lot again, and it's been 9 months. What the bleep? 9 months have passed since I posted this? How? Okay. So it's come up a lot ever since Wildcard announced that Arc Editions, or Editions Ascended, have ever been integrated into the main game. I've stated no, but let me elaborate more and be more transparent about my reasoning. Now, I have outright said no because, Wildcard will tweak it, and, it'll like ruin the identity of the creature. But that's been my personal take on it. But here's the actual reasoning. Okay. So let's go. Point number one. I've sunk a lot of my own money and donator funds into this project. As stated at the beginning, I do not profit off of this mod. Every cent we get donated goes directly to the production of this mod and its team members who help create these assets. And when donations can't cover the complete cost, excuse me, I do. Why? Because my team deserves it and like making cool stuff with equally cool people. It's fun. I just feel like it wouldn't be fair to myself or donators. Also, with them going official, that means they'd be put into the dev kit for public use. And let me be clear why I have a great issue with that. There's modders I'm not particularly fond of that are wrapped up in drama that I do not want getting their hands on my team's work. They have done very bad stuff to myself and my team members / friends. They do not deserve it. Sound selfish? I do not care. I am not elaborating on this further, so do not ask me who. If you've been in this Discord long enough, you know exactly who. And I know exactly who, and I'm not going to say who, but they are scummy scummersons and they do not deserve the traction that they have. And I am not going to say anything further on that. The next point, if I see Evo Giga or any of our creations end up in some adware mobile game on Google Play, I will be genuinely upset. That or up on Turbo Squid / CG Trader, wherever some bum flip did some awful retexture job and sold it for like $25, I will be furious. I'm very protective of my team, and that includes the art that they make. This happened recently with Pod Creature and some of her creations for Dino Hoarders, and thankfully, we have gotten it taken down. I actually did not know about that, and if I did know about that, I clearly forgot, but oh my goodness. I'm sure if they did, they'd be in great hands at Wildcard. Maybe a few things I wouldn't personally agree with in regards to balance changes, but that's whatever. So yeah, that's my stance. If you're sad about this news, well, I have good news. Just use the mod. There's no shortage of unofficial community servers out there. They will always be available on every platform, and for the foreseeable future, they will always be. That's my promise, unless they make some drastic changes out of my control. The only thing we'd ever make premium is maybe some sort of map, but that's not a guarantee. And one more valid reason, and this is going to be news to you guys, so get ready for this. I do not know what lies ahead in the future for Paleo Ark, but one possibility, when I'm ready, is turning this team into a small indie studio and developing a game of our own with the dinosaurs we've made. No idea what that'd be. I've toyed around with the idea of playing as a dinosaur with a much more different scope than Path of Titans / The Isle, or an RTS homage in the style of Para World, excuse me, not Pal World, which is literally like Ark before Ark, but as a real-time strategy game. The possibilities are endless. Right now isn't a good time with the state of this industry, and it may be a while before things normalize again, if they ever do. Currently though, I am quite content working at Wildcard and on the Ark franchise doing trailers. It's fun and challenging, and the last 2 years have greatly boosted my self-confidence, and I really haven't been happier. That I do owe to all of you for believing in me and supporting me. Paleo Ark is my gift to you guys in return. And oh my gosh, that is true. It has seriously been 2 years since Debs started working at Wildcard. I still remember that announcement video, and holy cow, that was a time to be hyped. But yeah, me personally, the way I look at it, and if you ask for my personal opinion on the matter, I'll say this. You know, Debs has his reasons, as he stated, but even if Wildcard said, hey, Debs, or you know, whatever his name is, we want to implement your Evos into the thing, even if they had the same deal Garuga has with, you know, Wildcard, if it's the exact same thing to the letter of, hey, don't make any major changes without talking to me first. Even if you did, there's still the creatures going into the dev kit. Now, if there was some kind of way to keep those creatures locked up, like you can look at them, but you can't do anything with them in the dev kit, then sure. But otherwise, I really doubt that. Yeah, no. Aside from Deps's reasoning with with the unfriendly mod developers, I'll say it like that. Yeah, no. The reasoning is very fair, and these guys have sunk in time, money, blood, sweat, and tears into these creatures, and I would absolutely be furious myself as well if some rando with an axe to grind got their hands on their work that they spent a lot of time and effort making, only for the other people to just ruin it some kind of way. Like, that would be terrible. I would be furious. Deps would of course be furious, and you'd also be pissing off every person that's in the Discord as well. So, but yeah, that's it for this one. A couple things, but obviously there's a lot to talk about with these, and let me know what you guys think of the Evo Moose, Evo Megaloceros in the comment section below. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and of course, I'll see you all in the next video. And man, we're gonna have some frequent uploads this week, so y'all get ready. We're gonna have some real fun this week. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.